I urge you to answer yourself a question. It's a very important question and a simple one, but difficult to answer. Are your friends good people? Are they someone that's going to lift you up, not tear you down? I know, like I mentioned, it could be hard to answer that question because how are you going to say that behind someone that you call a friend? But you need to do this for yourself. Are they good people? And if you can't judge that based on your own merits, what you must do is you must factor in your future kids. Are these people, specifically the 5 people that you hang around the most, you know the saying, are these people that you want to hang around your kids? Are they? If the answer is yes, then congratulations. That is amazing for you. You've found a few friends, maybe even just one, but that's enough. And more will come. If you hesitate, though, or if your answer is no, they are not good people, they are just going to hold you back in your self-development, in your self-improvement. They will not lift you up when you fall down. They will laugh at you and point at you, take pictures of you, and post it on social media as you fall. As you try to rise up, they will pull you back down. The infamous saying is crabs in a bucket. They will snip off your legs as you try to climb out of this bucket of life, if you will. And it's really unfortunate because these people are the people that you hang around. They're people that you share stories with, have fun times with, laugh with, share experiences. Though, I hate to break it to you, you and them are not friends. They are not friends with you. You are not friends with them. What you are friends with is the same drug. And by drug, I mean anything that causes a release of pleasure chemicals in your brain. That could be actual drugs, yes. But that could also be video games. It could just be a socialization. For me, like coworkers, we were all kind of, I guess you could say the drug was making money and just laughing together and whatnot. But you are all friends with this similar activity. And for me, like I mentioned, it was coworkers and the stoner group as well. In high school, that is. Coworkers are not your friends. They are people that share a similar circumstance to you. Once you leave or once they leave, you probably will never hear from them again and never be invited to another coworker cookout or anything like that. That's what happened to me. I had a small work environment where we really got to get to know each other. And we laughed and we shared stories. And we had outside of work activities where we had bonfires and such. When I left that job, I never heard from them again. I reached out, never got anything back. Those people were not my friends. And recently, I stopped smoking weed. I got out of that stoner mindset. I got out of the stoner activities. And you know what happened? The people that I used to hang out with, the people that I called my friends, we would get high together. These people stopped inviting me to places because they knew that I didn't partake anymore. These people knew that I was no longer like them. But honestly, that's not a negative thing. Because something will happen if you stay friends with that group. What will happen is that you will fall back into that habit because, well, they're the people that you are closest with. And so you will want to feel included. And so you will start doing that activity again. That activity, that very activity that you were wanting to stop. And like I mentioned, you might say, oh, like I'm gonna just stay friends with them. Because one, you're scared of going at it alone for a little bit. And you don't have self-respect for yourself. And so here's what will happen. You will continue to hang out with them. You'll be invited to these smoke sessions. Or maybe you'll be invited to your coworkers' cookout or something. Or your coworkers' bonfire. And what will happen is that all they will be doing is doing the one thing that you are trying so hard to get away from. Maybe that's not the case for the coworkers, but all they'll be doing is talking about work, which you no longer can relate to. And so you'll be excluded from the situation. Same with the weed. You'll be excluded from the rotation. It might be sad. You might be looking at it like, dang, like, well, I don't really want to lose these people. That's a primal instinct that you have to forget. Because back in the day, like way back in the day, I'm talking your ancestors, like we would have tribes, right? And you would never leave your tribe. Because leaving your tribe meant death. The only time that you would leave your tribe was when you would be exiled. And exile was scary because you knew you were going to die. And so these people that you grew up around, these people that you called your friends, these people that you maybe even called your family, they are scary to leave behind. But you have a choice. You either leave them behind or you sacrifice bettering yourself. And if you want to try to bring some with you, I really only urge you do that if they have even the smallest inclination to better themselves as well. If you want to bring them with you on your self-improvement path, only do so to the people that really, really show an interest for it. And odds are that person is going to turn into one of those incredible friends, one of the people that you can actually call family. But odds are most of the people that you're going to want to take with you don't have a passion for it. And as you know, self-improvement is incredibly hard. And so what happens when someone doesn't have the drive for it and you're just trying to get them to do it and they fail? They're just going to go right back to where they came from. And you're going to be standing there defeated. You don't need that in your life right now. You need to focus on yourself. And so I urge you to go at it alone for a little bit. I'm not saying to go the lone wolf route, because that is a sad life full of loneliness. And men, as we are, we're lonely enough. We don't need to go at it alone. We don't need to feel like it's us against the world. But you do need to go at it alone for a little bit and focus on yourself. Get onto those good habits. Do the things that you want to do that you know are going to better and serve your self-improvement journey. Do those things, and I promise you, the friends that you can actually call friends will find you and you will find them. You'll find them in the places that, well, you are going to be already. Out in nature, exercising, at the gym. You'll find those people in those locations doing the same thing as you. And that is when a true friendship will form, a multifaceted friendship that you will have deep conversations with, that you will maybe even start a business with. Those are the people that you need in your life. Not the people that are addicted to the same drug as you. For if you try to find those people, the good people, the ones that you can actually call family at some point, while still in this group, it won't work. I'll give you this example. If you are trying to go to the gym and you are still hanging out with the stoners the people in the gym, the people that you're going to want to maybe develop a friendship with, a real friendship with, people that are on a self-improvement path, those people are going to look at you and be like, oh, you're still with that group. That's where you're going to be associated with as a stoner. And I'm sorry, but you do need to leave that group behind. If you want to break out of that association and you want to break out of the habitual, almost character association, if you want to break out of that, you need to leave the group behind. You can't be a part of it any longer. And that is the only way that the people that you do want to be friends with, the people that will actually be your friend and are on the self-improvement path, that is the only way that they will acknowledge you, that they will say, oh yeah, he's cool, let him in. And it is unfortunate. It is, but you have an obligation to yourself. You can either abandon your friends or you can abandon yourself. You can end your journey here of self-improvement, or you can 10x your journey. It is all up to you. And don't forget, water your roots and grow tall.